Good morning and welcome to another weekly reading and writing vlog. Here is my microphone of the day. This little cutie. At first, I thought I got scammed. I buy all of my Labubus from Showcase. Showcase is legitimate. They don't sell any fakes. Then when I opened this one, it looked a little weird, like it looked off. And the feet were really loose. I searched it up and found out that there was just a manufacturing defect with many of the Labubus that came out because, you know, they're high in demand, so they're kind of rushing. Yeah, I thought I had a Lafufu for a sec. It's still legit, just a little broken, but it's okay. She's still cute. In my last vlog, I mentioned that I'm at a point where I'm going to elaborate Eddie's backstory with his ex, Stephanie, just to justify his actions on why he's being so secretive and why he's having a hard time just telling the truth. Eddie is a good guy. He's a rational guy, but when it comes to Paige, his rationality just goes out the door because he's just so completely captivated by her. So I need to justify his actions by giving the reader a little like, so that's why he's being stupid kind of thing. And that's the goal so far. As for rating, still on book 5 of Zodiac Academy. I haven't really made a dent. I'm around the 150 mark, which is crazy because normally I'd be done right now, considering I read the first 5 books in a week and a half. I'm not so much fatigued when it comes to reading this series. I think I just consumed too much too fast. I'm kind of full, but I still want bites, if that makes sense. My plans for the day is to just work out. I've had a really great year so far. I've lost 10 pounds since January, which is amazing. And I'm trying to lose another 10 pounds. That way I can go back to my pre-COVID weight, because since COVID, I gained 22 pounds, which is pretty wild for me. And plus my doctor told me to. This is all for health benefits, like physically, mentally. I just want to look and feel better and to just feel confident again. The most confident I've ever felt was 5 years ago when it came to my appearance, and honestly that's kind of why I fell off YouTube. I was so depressed when I looked at myself, so it's been really nice gaining my confidence back and just being comfortable looking at myself in front of a mirror. Even if I don't lose the extra 10 pounds, I'm just glad that I'm at a headspace where I'm just happy. Right now, I'm working. Just like film this real quick. Nobody knows. I just Ubered sushi because I was craving it so bad. Ooh, look how yummy. I got a California roll, a spicy California roll, and a deep fried spicy California roll. I love my California rolls.
Oh, my brain. Oh, that's too much wasabi.
Good morning. I hope the audio quality is okay because my microphone is charging. I did a lot of writing off camera. I was kind of in the zone. I just didn't really want to whip out my camera and start, trying to fiddle with angles and trying to make things aesthetic or whatever. I made a lot of progress and I'm really proud of myself. I'm loving this draft more than I did my last one. And that's saying a lot because I loved my last one. I expanded on Eddie's story a little bit more. I added a little bit more context when it comes to his past relationship with Stephanie. Another thing that I'm really proud of that I changed was, I can't say much because it might be kind of spoilery. Paige finds herself in a romantic predicament and she calls her best friend Bryn and they talk about it. And that's the part that I changed because Bryn was kind of like, she didn't really take the situation seriously. There needed to be more depth in that conversation instead of like brushing it off and laughing about it. And it also highlights Bryn's morals. A lot of my revisions are just dealing with the character's moral compass, I guess. I don't know if that's like the correct phrase or something. I just feel like I just need them to be more real if that makes sense. In my last video, I had around 68,000-ish words. Now I have 69. I'm really excited. I'm at the 238 page mark and there's 314 pages, and I am planning on really expanding the third act. I'm going to add maybe like 5,000 more words to that third act. I'm just loving writing again. It's filling my soul with so much joy. I'm happy to be here.
So I wanted to share how I set up my Google Docs and how I utilize document tabs just to make everything a little bit easier while I work on my WIP. So the actual manuscript is this tab here, Fictional Flame. That's what I titled my book. Here is the summary of the book plus some visuals just to, keep me inspired. Then these are codes that I actually use throughout the document. So whenever I'm done, I'll just type start here. I'll just Control F those words so that I know where to start. And then there's one work, which is code for working on, and I'll highlight the entire area pink. The reason why I put a number 1 in front of it, because if I just put work or working on, I apparently have those words throughout my manuscript. So these are the only 2 that I have right now. As I continue to work on the document, I'll probably come up with more codes to help me out, but so far this is all I have. And then here I have beta feedback. I take the feedback very seriously. I want this to be the best that it could be, so I like to have the feedback just easily accessible so I can go back and read it and see what other things that I need to change, what did really well, things like that. Another thing that I did for myself was that I made a desktop wallpaper based on my novel. I love how it turned out, and it just, it's the little things that really help to continue to keep you motivated. It's still morning, they're still sleepy. Did the squirrel forget their nuts? Oh, he's probably looking at us, looking at his nuts, and he's like, ugh, they found my stash.
So my husband and I went to Galaxy Comics because it's free comic book day, and I left with these comics. As you can see in my video, I had maybe like, I don't know, 8 to 10 in my hand, but I didn't know that there was a limit. So the first one I got is this. It's Thundercats meets Powerpuff Girls. I'm a Powerpuff Girl fan. I'm collecting the comics, so I had to get this. And then I got this Tamagotchi Paradise one. This one is so cute. I'm so glad I got this. And I got I Hate Fairyland. I don't know anything about this, but out of the entire pile that I had, for some reason this was just calling to me, and I really enjoyed the illustrations in this. The last one I got is Hulk Teach. I had to get a superhero one, and I like this one because it's not like a traditional comic book. And then I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan. Gohan is my favorite character. I found a Saiyaman, well actually my husband found a Saiyaman pop for me, and it's the last one. I'm obsessed. Look, I love it so much. After we went to Galaxy Comics, then we went to the mall and I went to EB Games and I found these two things. A blind bag of classic consoles. I'm gonna open one of them and then I'm gonna have my husband open one. I'm hoping to get a 3DS. Okay, I think my husband would like this one. You can actually click the buttons. That's a really neat feature. I like that. I hope my husband gets a 3DS and then we can trade. And then I went to the bookstore and I was going to get Deep End by Ali Hazelwood, but I changed my mind last minute and I decided to get this. So it says book money. You put your coins in here. I don't think I'm gonna put coins in here. I just like it as like a cute little keychain for my bag. I think it would go well with my book bag that I have, which is this one here. I have a library tote bag with my Labubu, who is currently reading Vampire Diaries. I thought it'd be cute to put it on the opposite side. So cute. Okay, we love her. So before I wrap up the vlog, I just wanted to give you an update on writing, reading, and that's it. So when it comes to writing, I've reached the third act now, and this is where I'm really going to take my time. I'm going through the revisions a lot quicker than I anticipated, so I might be done this draft by the end of the month, which is great. Like I said in the last clip, I'm planning on adding about 5,000 more words. Really great feedback that I got from one of my beta readers is that the third act felt a little bit rushed. When I read it, I was like, oh, it totally did. And you know what? Maybe I subconsciously rushed it because I wanted it to be done. Yeah, now I'm just going to really flesh it out and add more POVs of Eddie, who's the love interest, because there are more POVs from Paige and I just want both of them to have equal weight. So that's what's gonna happen for the month of May. I finally read my comic books from Free Comic Book Day. The best one I would say is Hulk Teach. This one was really funny. I'm really glad I got this. I just love the doodles as well. It's just, it's something I feel like that you would doodle in your notebook in like high school or whatever. Hilarious. So glad I got this. And then I read I Hate Fairyland. What I love about Free Comic Book Day is that it exposes you to comic books that you've never read before. So this is my first time reading about this world. It was like a parody a little bit about the chosen one trope mixed with the millennial Gen Z self-diagnosis when it comes to like neurodivergence, which to be honest, I feel like I've done. I am so guilty of that. So yeah, they make fun of that. Again, the illustrations in here are really funny. It's not your typical fairy tale story. They definitely poke fun of what happens when the chosen one goes rogue. And then I read Thundercats meets Powerpuff Girls. I've personally never seen Thundercats, but I did get this comic book because I'm a fan of Powerpuff Girls. I think this free issue is an introduction to like the upcoming series. I will not continue to read this just because I didn't really feel attached to the Thundercat characters. And then last, I got this Tamagotchi Paradise. This was a cute little introductory issue mixed with an activity book. This is definitely targeted towards children. Did that stop me? No, because I still love it. The Switch game is coming out June 27th, so I'm excited for that. But yeah, this one was cute. It just introduces like the world, the characters, what kind of animals you can take care of. Yeah, it literally took like 10 seconds to read. I think I'll do a video like down the line about all the comic books that I have. It would be good to share because I'm not your typical like comic book collector. Like I don't care about superhero comics, and I feel like that's the majority of what you see here on YouTube. You know, I like cozy comics, non-superhero comics essentially is what I go for. So yeah, I'll do a video one day just going through my box. And as for Zodiac Academy, I finally hit the 300 page mark. I'm just plowing through slowly. I don't really have any new thoughts anyway about that series. Again, still enjoying it. I think I'll be done maybe like 2 weeks from now. I have no plans to just like rush through it just because I'm really enjoying writing. But yeah, that's about it. That's all the updates that I have for you guys. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.